and welcome back to YashaHime. So, before we get into this, I just wanted to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. Even though this is a day late for Christmas, I didn't really have time to record yesterday at all. I was spending time with family, and then also spend time with a friend of mine and his family at their house as well. So, and also running a couple errands before all of that. So, did not really have time to sit in front of my computer to record, and I really don't record on my phone because my account is not attached to my phone at the moment, and I did not remember my password. Anyway, but so I did put up a little message on Twitter though, but yeah, I hope you guys have had a great holiday or having a great holiday, and I really hope you guys have been doing well. All right, so yeah, I'm sorry, my mind just died on me. All right, well, let's get into YashaHime. So now we're on to episode 13 of season 2. It's called Zero's Wish. You got that right. Yeah. All right. So in the last episode, we basically saw what took place in the from episode 11, where Towa had been captured by Zero and Nanahoshi, and it showed like certain like just a few scenes with her in it, but not really what was going on. So last episode was more like the events of what was going on before dawn while she was still a human. So by the time dawn hit, she was already angry, and then she became her full demon form and tried to kill Zero. So they basically um tortured her with her painful memories when she was a child, which her painful memories mainly consisted of the fact that she couldn't find Setsuna. Like she spent basically her entire childhood up to her teen years trying to find out where Setsuna is in the modern time because after they were separated, she had no idea if Setsuna had also went to the same time or if Setsuna had stayed behind in the Hiro era. I'm not sure if Towa ever knew that she came from a different timeline prior to meeting Setsuna. Like I actually don't remember if that was ever mentioned in the first season. So apologize if it was. I did not bother to go look after I even mentioned this last in the last episode. So Toa basically was for her entire childhood trying to find Setsuna, and Sota and his wife were like Mo were more than willing to actually help her. So they would take her around walking around constantly looking for Setsuna and be like, oh, eventually they will find her, or they're sure that they'll find her eventually, but and they're sure that she's fine. So Toa was constantly living with the guilt about letting go of Setsuna's hand. Like that guilt has always been there. So Zero and Denahoshi basically use the mini galaxy and the eternity bug to bring out Toa's negative emotions, like her sorrow, her anger, her guilt, to bring that all out so that Nanahoshi can absorb into his mini galaxy. And eventually they wanted her to cry and she had refused, but the then Zero had used the pearls. Zero actually did use the pearls. Like that's how she knew the first place about Toa's memories was based on the silver pearl. But then she took the golden pearl and looked at Setsuna's memories and saw that Setsuna basically had people supporting her because she lost her memories. She had no feelings of guilt or worry for her sister because she didn't know her sister existed. So um, she Zero saw that Setsuna was actually happy with at Shiori's village with the other half demon children. So and she basically grew up surrounded by people who cared about her and she was happy for her childhood. Um, and Zero used that against Toa to basically eventually force Toa to start crying. And by the time dawn hit, it had worked. So now Toa is extremely angry at them. Already, as soon as she became her full doom form, she already went and slaughtered Nanahoshi. She's trying to kill Zero next, but Riku and Rion showed up and are trying to stop her because they know that if she kills Zero, then Rin will die as well. Meanwhile, Setsuna had gone to see Rin after Sesshomaru had shown up where she was to let her know that Toa was crying and that she should go see her mother. So she went and Rin told her that she wants her to not only save Toa but to save Zero as well. That Setsuna had a chance to cut the thread that is currently tied between Rin and Zero, and Rin told her no, that that's not enough to stop the curse, but she doesn't want her to kill Zero either. She wants to save Zero. So now we're going to see what exactly Zero's wish is, or what's basically Zero's thoughts in this, because apparently Zero wants Towa to kill her. I don't know if Zero has a backup, because she wound up absorbing all 7 River Pearls at the end of the last episode. But her plan was she wants Towa to kill her intentionally so that Towa can live with the guilt of the fact that she killed her mother. But I don't know if that means that Zero herself will come back. Like, now that she absorbed the pearls, is it maybe that she won't be killed as easily, but it'll be enough that Rin will still die? So I don't know. But let's go. Oh, and also the Silver Scale curse has advanced greatly. Rin is almost completely covered. She, like, more than half, 50% of her body seems to be covered in scales already. So let's find out what's going on now. Alright.
この呪いはゼロ様の無念。無念を晴らさなければゼロ様は救われない。刹那、トワとゼロ様を救って、これをトワのもとに。急げ。トワはこの糸の先だ。人の思い出勝手に覗き見て許さない。まだ姉さんとトワ様の母君のエリシの糸がつながったままです。トワ、貴様をこの大妖怪ゼロが地獄に葬り去ってやろう。
Now it's back to Setsuna sleeping. Zero's wish.
さあ、トワよ、この私を打ち破ってみせよ。
Ah! Ooh.
「その程度では私を倒せぬぞ。とは知っておるか？あの森を焼き払い、お前たち姉妹を絶望の谷底に突き落とすようにホムラに指示したのはこの私よ。なんだと？トワ様、挑発に乗ってはいけません。私さえいなければ刹那に忘れ去られることもなかったろうに。
Damn, Zero's really pissing her off.
なんでお前のことを時代樹まで送んなきゃいけねえんだよ。
お前じゃない、ジャッケン様じゃ。
運んでるのは俺なんだぞ。ちゃんとお代は払うんだぞ。
それどころではない、一大事なんじゃ。
一体何があったんだよ。
このままではリンが銀鱗の呪詛に覆われて死んでしまう。
リンってトワとセツナのお袋がなんでそんな急に。
着いたんだぞ。
摂政丸様は時代樹に戻ってはおらんか。リン、大丈夫か。
Ow.
じゃあおい
Why can't he get in?
本当に中に入ったことあんの？
あるわい。当たり前じゃろ。おい時代じゃわしじゃけんじゃ。いつものように中へ入れとくれ。
にわかに信じがたいんだぞ。
わしは大妖怪の邪剣様じゃぞ。
どうだかな。
背丈は俺と変わらないんだぞ。
むけー。この邪剣様をバカにするのか。背丈は関係ないわい。濡れてろ。
そう。
Pretty toxic, man.
もっともっと怒りの炎で燃え上がるがいい。大将、さあ仕上げにかかろうか。大妖怪の我が力を存分に味わうがいい。
Is she doing this just to see the Great Dog Demon Spirit?
怒りと憎しみに任せて姉さんを倒せば一生涯拭えない心の傷が残りやす。それが最後まで生き残る術。姉さんの狙いなんです。
おばあやがここまで反陽を憎むのは私が死んだあの時のことを後悔しているから。それは弟である我が父キリン丸のことを思うがゆえ、その気持ちを解放してあげることができれば、あるいは
さあ私に対する敵意と憎悪を存分にぶつけてみよう。
Oh, Zero. That looks nice, actually. Oh, the wheel outside.
最強の妖怪であるこのわしをなぜ拒む。時代はわしをなぜ選ばぬ。
Oh.
この風車の音はまさか。当たるか。
Oh, wait, so he could hear it, but he can't see it.
それ。
Ow. At this point, I feel really bad for him.
いい加減諦めるんだぞ。
There's a Shamaru.
摂政丸様。
モロハよ。
ああ、
受け取るがいい。
He gave her the Black Pearl.
なんだこの黒い真珠。
犬夜叉とカゴメはその中にいる。
親父とおふくろが生きてるのか。
このわしが黒真珠に封じ込めるよう進言したのだ。あのままでは犬夜叉どもはキリン丸を倒し、ゼロも殺してしまうからな。
ゼロもキリン丸も悪者だろう。やっつけて何の問題があるんだ。
バカ者。ゼロが死んだらリンも死んでしまうではないか。
邪剣。
余計なことを申しました。あ、待って、摂政丸様。
Ow. So why isn't the jockey gonna go in all of a sudden?
Setsuna! とは落ち着け。邪魔をするな。どけ。どかぬ。汎用の姉妹が揃ったか。ちょうどいい。まとめて葬り去ってやる。今ゼロを撃てば母リンも死ぬ。もうそんなことどうだっていい。ゼロのことは絶対に許さない。
She hit her with a slap. Damn.
私があんなに辛い思いをしていたのに、刹那は私のことなんて忘れて楽しく生きてたくせに。これは母リンが封印していた私の記憶。夢の誇張。
Wait, Rin sealed?
大丈夫。
Is that why?
早く急いで。お姉ちゃん、大丈夫か。走って たりしてごめんせつな。お姉ちゃん危ない。
Her pearl activated. She doesn't.
Setsuna. Setsuna.
Jokin.
ああ、刹那、無事じゃったか。トワはどこへ行った？
お姉ちゃん、トワ姉ちゃんがいなくなっちゃった。
Aw, poor thing.
私がグズグズしてたから、お姉ちゃんいなくなっちゃったんだ。
ここを動くでないぞ。じゃけんじゃけん。撤回トワイ。すまんリン。あの子たちがゼロに見つかってしまっての封印の森を燃やされてしまったのじゃ。心配は無用じゃ。刹那この邪剣が安全な場所に移してやる。
Oh, so that's how he knew that he couldn't find Towa, and he knew where Setsuna was.
いや鱗が増えておる。何故じゃ。
その女の時を完全に止めなければ呪詛を防ぐことはできん。
時代樹か。
胡蝶に夢を運ばせるがよかろう。女の近しいものに取り付けて夢の胡蝶を育てるのだ。
おい。さあ乗るがよい。そこの小娘。
So that's why Jokin hid afterwards.
怪しいものではない。さあ乗れ乗れ。
But
ごめんね、せつな。この記憶は小さいあなたには濃くすぎて返すことができなかった。トワに伝えてあげて、せつなの気持ち。
Rin hid them on purpose. Oh, that's so good.
せつな、トワ姉ちゃん、ごめんねせつな。手を離してしまって。もう絶対に手を離さないから。
私がクズだったせいでごめんねお姉ちゃん。
Oh my goodness, they remember each other now.
私を切れ。もうあんたに恨みはないよ。何？あんたのおかげで刹那との絆を取り戻せた。そしてソータパパや萌えママ、メイ、あっちの世界のみんなにとっても愛されてるってこともよくわかったんだ。ありがとう。
ゼロ殿のおかげだ。ありがとう。
セシオマル様、リンはなんと
How did Jokin finally get in?
すべて鱗で覆われてしまう。
トワ、せつな。
私を撃てと言っておるだろうが。賛成君。刹那、母とゼロの糸を切れる。母は糸を切ってもゼロは救われないと。私を救うなんと厚かましい。じゃあどうすれば。ならばリンと共に地獄に行ってやろう。
姉さん、自ら命を。
おやめください。どうすればゼロを。
Oh.
これは
ゼロ殿はゼロ殿。そのまま変わらずにいてほしい。
これだ。 大将が死ぬ。まさかそんなことがあるものか。
至根の玉の予言など信じるに値しないが、姉上がそれほど恐れるならば助けに行けばよかろう。
何これ。ゼロの記憶だ。私があの大将。バカ、あの大将が死ぬはずはない。
犬の大将死んじまった。
まさかそんな、ありえない。我ら妖怪は終わりのない旅路を歩んでいたのではないのか。果てない運命を流浪するのではないのか。守れなかった。大将の死は至根の玉の予言で知っていたのに、私はあの人の強さを信じたかった。無敵の大妖怪だったあの人が人間の女などにほだされるはずなどないと思いたかった。私だけが大将を守れたのに、私が殺したに等しい。いや、私が殺したんだ。捨てたはずの涙が。
ゼロ殿、相変わらず変わってないな、ゼロ殿は。
大将。
しかしそれでこそゼロ殿、そのままでいいんだ。
あ
なるほど、そうか。トワ、お前の強さはたくさんの愛に育まれたものか。まるで大将のように愛に満ち溢れている。だから妬ましく思ったのだな。刹那、感謝するぞ。私のもつれた心の糸を解いてくれて。私はもうこの世で思い残すことは何一つない。あれは母との縁しか。
もうダメじゃ。全身が鱗で覆われる。
She untied it.
ああ、ダメじゃ。
Do that. The curse is gone.
私たちに協力して父キリン丸の暴走を止めてください。
ごめんねリオン、これでお別れだよ。リ
What?
ク。
許してください、姉さん。
He's crying.
それでいい
Wait, what?
んだよ。ありがとうリク。
おばあ様。
ヤシャ姫ども、最後の土産にこれを見せてやろう。かつてリオンは汎用によって殺された。そして至根の玉の予言によればキリン丸は汎用に殺されるという。キリン丸が汎用に恨みを持っているのはそのためだ。
正面から挑んでくる気概は褒めてやろう。
リオン、
おとなしくしていろ。
リオン、離せ汎用。
うるさい。よくも大殿をやってくれたな。
卑劣な真似は許されぞ。
戦場にガキなんて連れてくる方が悪いんだよ。
すまぬリオン、西国の大将が言った通りであった。すべてこのわしが。悪いのはわしだ。許してくれ。
キリン丸よ、お前が恨んでいる汎用はここにいるヤシャ姫たちではなかろう。 至根の玉の予言通り汎用がお前を倒すかもしれぬ。しかしそれはお前を、いやリオンを救うことになるかもしれぬのだぞ。
リオンを救う？リオン、何が不満だというのだ？
キリン丸、涅槃で待つ。
姉さん。
人間なんかと恋に落ちるどうしようもない妖怪がいるなら、そんなどうしようもないやつに恋する妖怪がいてもいいじゃないか。なあ、ヤシャ姫たちよ。
Is this the end of the series? I mean, the season. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, he's smiling! I feel like jogging right now.
今かったか。しかし余計なことをベラベラと。
Ah! Moroha's at the bony as well.
何を迷ってるんだぞ。その中に両親がいるんだろ。そうなんだけどよ。いきなり出くわしてなんて挨拶したらいいのかわからなくって。そんなこと悩んでる場合ではないんだぞ。会いたかったんだろ。いや、両親なんて花からいないもんだと思ってたからさ。よし、決めた。いきなり会ったら会ったで出たとこ勝負だ。なんだお前。
Oh, she could see it!
一体誰と喋ってるんだぞ。
But he couldn't.
ここに風車を持ったちっちゃい子がいただろ。
やはり犬の一族には姿が見えているようだな。
あれは
Yeah, because Moroha's also descended from him. He took the pearl!
やつの亡骸が眠る黒真珠か。
キリン丸てめえ、何しやがるんだ。
アクルの風車を奪ってこい。でなければこの中にいるお前の親の命はないぞ。
何
Okay, now he seems evil.
西国の
Oh, okay.
墓につながる黒真珠。奴の汎用の息子と至根の玉を消し去った巫女が封じられているのであったな。師範よ、返してほしいならアクルを連れてこい。次回、汎用のヤシャ姫、東雲のキリン、時の風車よ、わしを時空の彼方へ送る。末法末世の始まりよ。
Oh. Hey. Aww. That was so sweet. And it's over. Okay. Wow, what an episode. My goodness. But also, I don't get it. The ending part, with the ending theme, which I'm gonna have to find a way to upload this without getting copyrighted because I can't cut that out now. But, that made it seem like this was like a season finale or something like that. But apparently now there's a preview for next episode. So what? I mean, I'm not complaining, but what? So I guess there's more to the season now. I mean, I mean, just assuming here that apparently now the main, okay, because it's true. Technically, the main story of YashaHime was Towa trying to find the Dream Butterfly to restore Setsuna's memories. Like, that was basically the main premise of the story, especially in season 1. While at the same time, they have to defeat Zero and Kirimaru. Now in season 2, the story was added on by saying they have to try to save their mother, Rin. So now Rin is safe. Now Setsuna got her memories back. The only thing left is to defeat Zero. Zero's defeated. The only one left to defeat now is Kirimaru. Sorry. Now, though, it seems like now another arc is going to start that is focused on Moroha. Finally, Moroha gets some focus now, and to get her parents. And it looks like Inuyasha is going to be in the next episode as well. It might just be a quick scene with him and Kagome, but they just showed him and apparently something in the sky heading towards him. But damn, Moroha just got the Black Pearl, right? Finally, the way to get her parents back. She finally got the freaking key. And Kirimaru immediately takes it away and now gives her an ultimatum. She has to bring Akuro because she can see him. And Kirimaru apparently can't see him, but could hear the pinwheel spinning. Like, it's the same way like when Akuro appeared in front of Towa. Not the first time, but the second time when her, Riku, and Rion were traveling together and Kirimaru appeared before them. She had her bike on the side while she was facing off with him, and suddenly the pedal started moving by itself. No one else could see why, but Towa could and had questioned about the little spirit. And Kirimaru realized she could actually see him, whereas the rest of them could not. But they could hear and basically see when he's interacting with things. So apparently Kirimaru can hear the pinwheel spinning and can just follow the noise. So I don't know, like I'm guessing the next arc now is going to be focused on Moroha trying to get the Black Pearl back to save her parents, them trying to stop Kirimaru from getting Akuro's pinwheel, and to prevent him from accessing the Windmill of Time, which I kept calling it the Wheel of Time, I think, so I apologize. It was the Windmill of Time. But what is the next episode? Because I mean, like, this made it seem like it was a series finale or something like that, like a season finale. Sorry. So give me 1 second. I'm just gonna look that up real quick. Okay, I found something. So apparently the next episode for YashaHime will be on January 8th. Apparently the reason that they're probably skipping a week, because it's only 2 weeks. Apparently the reason why they're skipping a week is because New Year's next week is this upcoming weekend, and Japan's New Year is January 1st as well. So they're probably skipping it for the holiday. So I mean that's so it seems kind of like maybe a mid-season finale type thing, but I mean, it's going to continue next, but I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you know, like, it seems like, you know, because this technically closed off a story arc, and it looks like a new story arc is opening up in the next episode. So, interesting as hell. Now, in addition to that, though, I found this, it looks like a trailer for the next part of season 2. So, I'm gonna put this on to watch also. It is not mine. I will link it in the description below. Someone else had posted this on YouTube. I just found it there. I'm not sure if the captions will work because this was actually in Japanese only, and it looked like they only had Japanese captions, so it's gonna auto translate. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so give me 1 second so we'll watch it together.
トワとセツナの母親リンは2人が生まれてすぐキリン丸の姉であるゼロに生きながら朽ち果てていく銀鱗の呪詛という呪いをかけられてしまった。しかもゼロはリンとエニシの糸を結んでおり、呪詛を解くことも倒すこともできない状態だった。しかしゼロの複雑に絡み合ったエニシの糸を解くことに成功したトワとセツナはゼロの心を救い、ゼロはリクによって天に召された。そしてリンは呪いから解き放たれ、殺生丸と晴れて再会を果たすことができた。会いに行かないか。会いに行こう、母に。私の両親汎用の犬夜叉と伝説の巫女の生まれ変わりカゴメは14年前殺生丸によって黒真珠の中に封じ込められてしまった。取り残された私は一人前の賞金稼ぎへと成長していった。そしてついに黒真珠が殺生丸から私の手に渡された。 やっと親父とおふくろに会える瞬間が来たと思ったら、キリン丸が黒真珠を奪いやがった。アクルを連れてこい。わけわかんねえこと言ってねえで、とっとと黒真珠を返しやがれ。大丈夫か。これは私とキリン丸の問題だ。
何を言ってるんだ。私たちは仲間じゃないか。
そうだよ、仲間だよ。戦国おとぎ造詞
汎用のヤシャ姫。
私たちは前途多難な運命に
What? Holy crap. Oh my goodness. That was awesome. So it basically recapped mostly what happened in season 2, also what happened in season 1. For the most part, season 2 mainly, but basically recap that, and now it's also meant had a few scenes of what's going on in what's gonna be upcoming in the next part of season 2. What the hell was the world's ending impact thingamajig? Like, so, what the hell was it called? Deep Impact movie? What? So apparently, if they don't stop that comet, then it's going to actually land on the. It's gonna be destroyed. It's gonna destroy the world, basically. What? So, is that why Kirimaru wants to use the Windmill of Time to stop it? Because, like, that's the one thing that, you know, like, it's still being questioned. Like, where are the demons? If the demons could supposedly live forever or have a really long lifespan, like 500 years supposedly is nothing to them, why is it that none of them are in the present time? Or at least most of them are not. Like, in the original Inuyasha series, there were apparently a few demons there, but in the YashaHime, there apparently hasn't been a single demon there. And it's like, where are they? Like, the only ones was Towa and the teacher, what the hell was his name again? Her teacher, the other part of Kirimaru. And so luckily maybe, but him seeing the comet, you know, he reveals that to Kirimaru that the comet is still on its way. And even there, because it comes every 500 years. So, which is, yeah, because it was a part of it that broke off and was going to supposedly hit the world, and that's what they destroy. They don't actually destroy the comet, they destroy a piece of it. So is it the comet itself that is going to crash on the Earth, or is it just a piece of it again? And is the reason because there's no demon to stop it this time? Like, is that the reason? Because apparently it's still far off that to the point that normal humans can't see it, or maybe some people supposedly can see it. But a very small number of them. And yeah, I mean, is that, I don't know, because based on the trailer here, in the for the next episode, Kirimaru said, "Let the degenerative age begin." So I'm guessing that he knows that's gonna happen, and that he actually wants it to happen. But I don't know, because it's like, if he doesn't access the windmill of time, then who's going to stop the comet? Like, that's the thing. Like, does anyone realize that that's happening? That that's going to happen? That's so weird. And is it actually going to happen? Because what? That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, my mind's a bit blown right now, but what? Wow, my mind's blown. So it seems like also Moroha is gonna be fighting Kirimaru. Then Towa and Setsuna are going to show up, and Setsuna says, we're friends, we're gonna help you. Towa agreeing with her. And all three of them at some point are going to be fighting Kirimaru, but it seems also Sesshomaru is going to be fighting Kirimaru as well. And Rin is apparently going to show up there. So finally we might have Rin reuniting with the girls, because while she has technically spoken to Setsuna, she has yet to speak to Towa at all. So I'm waiting for that. I'm like, waiting for the girls to finally, actually see their mother face to face, and not while their mother was trapped in a tree. So, because Rin is finally free! Yes! And also I would like to see Rin riding On, because On has not really made much appearances. So, and I liked it. But yeah, it looks like, and at one point there was one scene that looked like Sesshomaru was lying on the ground. I don't know if that means that Kirimaru defeated him, because, like, between both of them, who really is the stronger demon? Like, Kirimaru was considered a great demon as well, just like he was on par with the great dog demon. And that was when Sesshomaru was either much younger, or possibly even before Sesshomaru was born. So already Kirimaru was really strong and formidable. So, but supposedly Sesshomaru is at the level or beyond the level of his father by now. But Kirimaru has only been getting stronger. So, like, which one of the two is stronger? And is it actually Kirimaru, and is he actually going to defeat Sesshomaru? Because now Sesshomaru has no reason really to hold back against Kirimaru at all. Like, now he has his wife back, his daughters are alive, and if he wants to keep them alive, then, killing Kirimaru would be the best thing to do. And, he may possibly want to save Inuyasha. And if Kirimaru threatened them, then, because I mean, isn't that technically why Sesshomaru did it? I mean, technically, according to Jockin, it was his idea though, but isn't that why Sesshomaru trapped him in the Black Pearl, which even surprised Kirimaru, because it wasn't just to technically protect them. Like, that might be a small reason, because Inuyasha might not have been strong enough to battle Kirimaru, but he would have been strong enough to battle Zero, because Zero's power was reduced without her rainbow pearls. But the concern was that they might kill Zero, because Setsuna had already killed her once. So Zero is technically vulnerable, that she could have been killed by Inuyasha, but then she would have killed Rin, and they might have known that. But Kirimaru probably wouldn't have been killed. He probably would have actually killed Inuyasha instead. And I'm saying maybe Sesshomaru wanted to protect his brother. Maybe, this is Sesshomaru after all. And let's recall the rivalry they had back in the original series. But, I don't know. It looks like he might be defeated, or at least injured. And it seems that he wants Moroha. Like, now he's forcing Moroha to get Akuro. I don't know if, them fighting, I don't know if they're gonna get the Rainbow Pearl back. I mean, their Black Pearl back, or if Kirimaru will find a way to get Akuro and get the, like, I don't think he needs Akuro. I think he just needs the pinwheel, right? Because that's what I said. Like, they wanted the pinwheel. So I don't know how the pinwheel is gonna play into activating the windmill, but apparently it does. And what would happen? Like, will the comet destroy the planet because Kirimaru accesses the windmill, or is it because Kirimaru knows that if he stops the comet, he can technically rule the present time? Especially if there's no other demons there, there's no one to oppose him. So, yeah, I'm super interested in that. I am so looking forward to that season. But anyway, so that's just based on what I saw and some theories going on this regarding the next part. But let's go back real quick to this episode. So I went way too far ahead, I know. This episode was crazy. So Zero either wanted Towa to kill her, or she wanted to kill Towa. Like, either she was going to kill Towa or Towa was going to kill her. And either way, it would just basically get Towa out of her way. Like, I think she preferred Towa killing her because that meant Towa would be forced to live with the guilt of killing her own mother. But then if not, then Zero would kill her instead. And I mean, Zero was strong. Wow. But so Rin was holding, like, she was purposely holding Setsuna's memories, the ones that she had of Towa when they were children. Like, the whole reason Towa went to the feudal era was to get those memories back. Dream Butterfly was destroyed, but Setsuna never got those memories back. And it's like, you know, why? Why didn't she get those memories back? Rin apparently was purposely holding them because they were painful memories. And Rin, who has had the memories of her parents and her brothers being killed by bandits, you know, the reason why she feared humans over demons. And there was an episode, I think it was like the episode the first time that she was abducted by Kagura and at Naraku's order, and Kuhaku, the first time she met Kuhaku when he was watching her, she mentioned that she still had those memories. You know, they're hard to forget because she basically witnessed the slaughter of her family by bandits. And then also at the same time, her own village was basically neglecting her and treating her as more like a stray, annoying dog than a child who needed help, who was traumatized. You know, like when they beat her up for just taking one fish, one little, and it was a little fish, mind you. All she did was just grab a little fish, and they literally beat her for it. And what made them angrier was that she stayed silent throughout the entire beating. So, I mean, that's just, and these were not any women. This was men, like men, strong working men that beat her up. And she was a child. So, like, Rin apparently, you know, and she mentioned it, she preferred, when she was kidnapped by the other demon who was kidnapping children, like, would lure them with music and hypnotize them, she mentioned to the children that humans were a lot scarier than demons were. Like, she was not a fan of humans. And that's, you know, that was why. So apparently she didn't want Setsuna to grow up having painful memories. And Setsuna, after they were separated from the tree, apparently she was protected by her golden pearl activating as well to get away from the tree, but not enough to, like, send her through time. It was just like to get away from the tree and to protect her from the fire. But then she lost Towa. Like, she didn't see the time tunnel opening and taking Towa away. So she was searching for Towa as desperately as Towa was searching for her. And really upset. So Jokin actually approached her. And that's another weird thing. She didn't recognize Jokin. Like, and I mean, Towa did mention that she only remembered the two of them in the forest, even though when Sesshomo took them to the forest as infants, Jokin said he would raise them. So I'm wondering what happened that Jokin did not raise them, as he said he would. So Setsuna didn't recognize him, but, you know, as soon as he mentioned what happened, where's your sister, she started crying, and he went immediately to go to Rin and say that he would look after Setsuna, but that he couldn't find Towa, and that he promised he would. And that was right before he was given the chrysalis of the Dream Butterfly. So apparently as soon as it was planted, she forgot everything, and that's why she was just sitting there so calmly. She had no idea where she was. She had no idea anything that was going on. And then Jokin didn't approach her again. Instead, he hid behind Allen and pretended Allen was the demon that was talking. And then had her taken to Shorog's village. So it was as soon as it was planted that she lost those memories. And apparently that was Rin's intention. Like, I wonder if Rin picks and chooses the memories that she wants the dream butterfly to take. Like, I don't know, maybe like Rin had control over it. So, kind of curious, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna fault Rin for holding those memories, because, like, they were painful memories, you know? But apparently she sensed Towa's pain when Zero and Nanahoshi had brought it up, and realized that Setsuna getting her memories back, while they're painful, would ease Towa's pain. And at the same time, technically, even though those memories are painful, they would be able to ease each other, because now they're reunited. And finally, officially reunited as sisters now, because now Setsuna completely remembers her. So that was so sweet. I'm like, oh, that was so sweet. And can we just take a moment to appreciate that Rin is out the tree and literally in Sesshomaru's arms, and he smiled when she woke up. That was so, so sweet. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And Jockin with the whole waterworks, I'm like, man, that's the way I feel. But wow. So Zero, apparently, like, she hated, like, well, her and Kinemaro, the reason they hate half demons is not because they were prophesied to be killed by half demons, but because of what happened to Rion. A half demon literally, like, not just killed her, but literally, like, it was underhanded. Like, he literally grabbed her, knowing that she was a defenseless child, and basically tried to threaten her. And then as soon as his head was severed, he still had control of his body, and he literally stabbed her in the back and killed her. And I'm like, that's just terrible. So I'm guessing Rion, I don't know, but them saying they hate half demons, does that mean that Rion is not a half demon? Because she seems like a half demon, doesn't she? Like, I mean, I'm literally going only based on the years, you know. But I mean, it was assumed, and everyone had mentioned that she's a half demon. But is she not? You know, like, is she not a half demon? Like, she's not an exception to the rule, but she has a full demon. So I'm curious about that. I'm wondering if we're gonna get into more of Rion, like particularly of who her mother is or was. And so Zero once, like I said, yeah, and it seemed like it's true. Zero was a kind demon, prior to losing the Seven Ring Proposal. Probably the reason she was so distraught about the Great Dog Demon dying was not really just because he had fallen in love with a human, but because she knew it was going to happen. Like, Kirimaru even told her that it was probably going to happen, and he told her that she could go to help him. But she refused because she was confident that the Great Dog Demon would not die, and she did not go. So she carried the guilt that if she had gone, or maybe if she decided to go, she probably could have prevented his death. Because apparently she knew it was going to happen, and she just didn't want to believe it was possible. So she did not go when she had the chance. The chance. So she carried that guilt, and apparently it was too much for her, so she wished for the negative feelings regarding the incident to just go away. So all the guilt, the self-hatred, the sorrow, everything, she wished that away, and that's what created the 7 rainbow pearls. So I'm wondering if each pearl represents an emotion, and that's why there's 7. But yeah, so that's actually new. So once she got them back, once she realized, or once Setsuna severed the tie between her and the Great Dog Demon, she realized that, you know, that that it's not her fault. It was never her fault that he died. Even if she had known, you know, she couldn't have known when it would happen, especially because they said it would be a half demon that would kill the Great Dog Demon. Inuyasha didn't actually kill his father, you know. Inuyasha was just simply an infant. It's not his fault he was born at the time, and that the lord of the place where he was born was angry at the birth and basically wanted to kill the child and basically the child to him was an abomination and wanted to kill the child and the father and the one who fathered him. So he set the mansion on fire. But excuse me. Oh, all right. But like, yeah, she basically carried all that guilt. Now that she's been freed from all of that, she had no regrets. And she was okay with Riku killing her. And I'm wondering, why did Riku didn't want to do it. It's like, you could see he literally did not want to do it. But maybe he realized that he needed to do it. Like, maybe Zero needed that last thing for complete closure. Like, maybe she was at peace enough that she wanted to die. Like, it seemed like whatever was going on, she still wanted to die. Like, that was her plan. She didn't want to kill Towa. She wanted to die. But since Setsuna has stepped in and tried to stop Towa, or because Towa was apparently not strong enough to kill her, then Zero was a bit angry and decided, okay, you know what? If you're not going to kill me, I'm going to kill you then. But apparently her plan was she wanted Towa to kill her. Like, that was the intention. She wants to die. But now she got her wish. And also, the flowers that formed when she died, those look similar to the flowers that were in the field Rin was in on the night that the Silver Scale Curse was bestowed upon her. Like, I mean, it was nighttime. It might have just been different flowers, but it just seemed they looked like just like them. Like those similar flowers. I don't know. It could have been different. Like, I mean, I don't remember. But Kagura had also died in a field of flowers, and her body had dissolved as well. So I'm wondering, maybe it's a tie back to that moment. Because Sesshomaru was there and Rin as well. When Kagura died, while they were not there this time, Towa and Setsuna were instead. So it seems kind of like maybe a play on that, like where Kagura was technically evil, but she technically was not. And now it seems like Zero was technically evil, but technically not at the same time as they died. Except Kagura, I think, had regrets when she died, whereas Zero had none from what she said. And was telling her, and leaving a message for Kirimaru as well, that's saying, that even though the two girls are half demons, they are not the half demon that he hates, because his hatred stems from the one half demon that killed his daughter, because he loved his daughter dearly, and that's why he basically kept her like he had her spirit trapped into a clay body and then had her on Mount Masubi the entire time, because he didn't want to lose his daughter. He wanted to do anything in his power to keep his daughter with him, even if that meant forcing her soul into a clay body, whether she wanted it or not. So, like, his action stemmed from his sorrow. So, I don't know, but there's still a prophecy that he's going to be killed by a half demon. But it's like, what half demon? Because now it's different perspective. If the great dog demon had a prophecy as well that he would be killed by a half demon, if Inuyasha was the half demon, he was an infant, so it's literally just circumstance that got the great dog demon killed. It wasn't a half demon; it just happened to be the circumstance involving a half demon. Now, that means that it might not be Towa and Setsuna or Moroha that will kill Kirimaru. It could be something completely different. If Rion is a half demon as well, then maybe it's going to be a circumstance involving Rion that will get Kirimaru killed. But now I'm wondering, because Kirimaru apparently has that prophecy, and the Great Dog Demon had that prophecy. So it's like, how many other demons have that same prophecy that they'll be killed by a half demon? And I'm like who else? Because if the Great Dog Demon have it, Kirimaru had it, does Sesshomaru have it as well? Because it looks like he's going to get injured in sometime in the next season, whether it's the next episode or later on. Because I mean, this was a preview for the next part of the season, not exactly the next episode only. So yeah, it's a bit crazy, but yeah, now Zero is gone, and the same 7 Rainbow Pearls are gone as well with her. So at least I believe they are. It looked like they, because she didn't actually lose them, so they're pretty much gone now. Like, they are no longer a part of this. Riku and Rion, I'm wondering if they're going to stick around with the girls now, and they're going to be heading towards Moroha at some point now. But now Moroha has her own problem now, because she finally got the chance to meet her parents. She got the Black Pearl back, so Shobu told her parents are within it. But now she just as she got it, she lost it to Kirimaru. And, Moroha's going to do whatever it takes to get that pearl back, because she wants to meet her parents. And now they're going to be fighting Kirimaru to get that pearl back. But now Akuro has been appearing quite a bit now, and I'm wondering if Kirimaru is finally going to get his chance to get that pinwheel, and what's going to happen afterwards with that. So, anyway, I'm done talking. Yes, I rambled a lot, but I mean, holy crap, this episode was so shocking and so good. Like, if this was a season finale type thing or a mid-season finale, it was a perfect one. It's so awesome. And leaves me waiting for more. So, let me know what you guys thought of this. Give me your own comments below. Please feel free to correct me on anything, seriously, because I talk a lot and I could be mentioning things completely wrong as well. Or missed a bunch of things, right? So, dislike the video, subscribe to my channel if you want more, or follow my Twitter. I have a link down in the description below. Also, since there's no YashaHime episode next week, I do have something else that I was going to react to at my nephew suggesting. He's been dying for me to watch this. It's like a mini series of like 4 little couple minute episodes of a FNAF animated series. So, Five Nights at Freddy's. So, you know, if you guys are interested, I'll probably just put them all in one video. And I'll do that next weekend, just to have something up besides games. So, letting you guys know now. Alright, well, have a good night. Bye!